Hi guys, welcome to vesnasstv DIY. Today we are remaking over a closet door. So here's what this door looked like to begin with. I already started kind of remaking it, but it's just your regular bifold door, which I wanted to match my doors in the hall and in the powder room. So this door here, as well, I have a powder room door that's the same, but I didn't like the way they looked, like the matching set, and they were quite expensive. So I saw this on Instagram, and I'll try to link the account in the video in my description below. But basically, what this lady did is she cut a bunch of pieces of MDF and she attached them with a nail gun to her door to make it look like it was a double door with a chevron pattern that opened up. So that's what we are doing here. Now, you can buy this MDF at Home Depot, and it's quite inexpensive. It's around 10 bucks a sheet, but I had these pieces from our laundry room. We took apart our laundry room as well, and the back and kind of the sides, it was like a makeshift cabinet, had these. So we just cut them up because we threw out the cabinets because they were kind of half a cabinet, quarter of a cabinet. So you save these, and my husband cut them into a 45-degree angle, and then we just started cutting them. All of them were the same size except for obviously near the top and near the bottom. And I did, like I said, I used a nail gun to attach them to the closet. And then once I attached each piece, I actually painted underneath and the sides of it black so that it would be covered. You could paint the entire door black. I decided not to because I just didn't want to waste the paint, but if you wanted to, it would probably make your job a little bit easier, I guess. And basically, it was just a labor of love. And so for the handle, I'm not covering the hole or anything like that. I took the handle off, and then I will cover it with the wood or the MDF. And then after, I'm adding two longer, larger black handles. You can add whatever color you want. I did black because all of my hardware is black, but I do love the look of the gold. So I contemplated, but I just thought that would be the only thing in my house that had the gold, so I wanted everything to kind of match. So that's all there is to it. So I'm going to show you the process. And honestly, don't mind the clothing. I'm wearing this, it's called an apron. It's from back home. And it's basically what all the 70, 80, 90-year-old ladies wear. And they wear it over top of their clothes. I like to wear it because it just covers my clothes so they don't get paint on them, especially if I'm not really painting, but just using a little bit of paint. I tend to get splatter all over myself. So this way that covers it. So if I look to like an Eastern European grandma, that's because that's what they wear. My husband's grandmother actually had one of these. So anyway, here I am just showing you how I'm doing it. My husband slightly cut some of them a little bit wider than the others, so I am just measuring them out, and we did them 4 inches wide. So some of them might be a little bit less, so I'm trying to match the thinner ones with the thinner ones. as you can notice, I also did the stripe in the middle, and that's just because I found that the white was a little bit getting through even in the middle part. So I did the stripe, and then I also painted on the inside just where the creases and the tops. And then I also did the frame all around on the inside. I just thought it was a better look than to try and have that white because I felt that it didn't look as finished in this way. You couldn't quite tell where the door ended precisely and where the frame began. Like you could, but it wasn't so like screaming white at you. So I did that as well. And then I just continued doing one board at a time. And I would say it took me a couple of hours just because I was still matching them up. But if you have them all cut out properly, not that mine weren't cut out properly. If you have them all cut out the same size, then this will go fast. I also, the reason he did them a little bit, just like a touch narrower, is because we were trying to reuse things, right? So if you get a new board and measure it out, how wide you want them, how tall, it all depends on how tall your door is, how wide your door is, what size you'll have to use. But like I said, the width is about 4 inches. And then it was just at the bottom where you had to measure out how long they had to be. Your width stayed the same, and then you just measure out whatever's left over. Because if you didn't, if you didn't do them quite tight against each other the way I did, or if you maybe did them a little bit smaller, it all depends. So measure it out when you get to that point, and then add them to this. Now I did use a roller to paint because I thought it looked a lot nicer than using a brush, but you choose what you want to work with. And I just used the Home Depot Bare Black paint for their trim, and I just tinted it in their black color, whatever was the darkest black that they had. I'm not sure if American colors coincide with Canadian colors, so it just depends. I'll link the exact color in my description, but I'm not sure if it'll match up if you're in America to the same thing, but I did it black. You could use chalk paint. I think the chalk paint would look nicer. I was just worried about if, because this is shiny so you can wipe it off a little bit better. I was worried that the chalk paint I wouldn't be able to wipe off. And then I also didn't want to have the hassle of having to wax everything because I didn't really want to do that. Just would have been too much work. So I did 2 coats of paint, one light coat and then another coat to get it all covered. And then I went back and I touched everything up with a smaller brush and a brush just to get everything to look perfect. And so here it is, and I just used these handles from Amazon. They are the 6-inch handles, and they look fantastic. I love the way it turned out. It just looks so nice in my haul, and let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe. I apologize it wasn't a Halloween craft video. These renovations have taken over my life. I tell you, I don't want to renovate ever again. But the house is coming together finally, so hopefully I'll be able to get into a better schedule of crafting because I miss crafting. But I also like doing this kind of stuff. So anyway, thanks for watching. Have a great day and stay safe. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and hit that notification bell because you will be notified when I post new videos. And it's especially important right now because I am all over the place. I'm trying really hard to have a schedule and I just cannot stick to it. So I apologize, but hit that notification bell, then you'll know when I post new videos. Thanks, guys.